What's up, guys, and welcome to Trendy Talk podcast. My name is Amy Lauren. I'm a Scottish girl living in the Balearic island of Mallorca. I'm a fitness girl with various businesses in the health and wellness industry. On today's episode, our guest started off his journey in the concrete jungle of New York. As a model, he then became an entrepreneur of the online market and is now known for his jaw-dropping gym videos, very fitness orientated. He's not only the star in front of the camera, but also behind it. It's Dominic Percy. Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being on the podcast.
You're really excited.
And this was like very spontaneous.
Yeah, it was.
Have you ever done a podcast?
No, it's the first time.
Which surprised me because I thought you would have done a podcast because you're so into like social media and being behind the camera, being in front of the camera.
Yeah, so far it's my first one. Let's see.
Okay, many
what
more
comes
to come.
after.
Well, Dominic and I met. It's quite a funny story how we met.
Yeah, it is.
We met behind the Hollywood sign in LA was it November?
Yeah, November last year.
November last year.
Hiking up.
That's right.
To the Hollywood sign, yeah.
We were hiking up. We were like,
but not together.
No, not together, like separate groups.
Yeah.
And I like overheard you couldn't find your car. And I was like, okay, I'm going to help this guy. I was like, where's your car? I know the area. And then that's how we kind of we just literally talked.
Yeah, we were thinking about a different way going back to like where we came from. Yes. But then we were like, wait, where did we park? And
that's right.
Like, how can we like change the route to actually have like more of the hike?
That's right.
Helped us.
And then we just talked. You were with a group of friends.
Yeah.
How many friends was it?
We were 4. We just came from Miami because there was the Miss Olympia show in Orlando. And
that must have been really cool.
It was really, really nice, yeah.
I bet.
C-Bum made it the 5th time, this year the 6th
time.
Oh,
so you've seen him there. Yeah, that's really cool.
So I'm live on stage.
Did you have like good seats? Could you see?
Yeah, we were like front row.
Really?
Like our seats were like more back, but you were able to walk around there.
Oh, that's
amazing.
Really
easy. Yeah. Had my camera with me, took some shots.
I
also went backstage and
really? Oh wow, you had like the VIP experience for sure. Nice. Well, then I just helped you kind of with the car, and then that was it. Went our separate ways. Then like half a year later, we're in a gym here in Mallorca. And Dominic is in there. I didn't recognize him. And he says to me, hey, I know you. We met in Hollywood. And I thought he was joking. And I just went like, ha. And I was like,
nice line.
I was like, is this a pickup line? Yeah, I was like, ha. And he was like, no, yeah, you helped me like with the car.
Yeah, I've seen you before. I know you.
And I was like, oh my God, this is so true. Yeah. Like how bizarre. Yeah. Crazy.
It's really crazy.
Basically,
the world is such a small place.
I know it is. So then basically from there, I then found Dominic on Instagram. Right, guys, this guy's content is not like the everyday fitness content you see. Because there's a lot of fitness, inspo accounts out there. When I seen his video, it really made even me being like, fuck, I want to go to the gym.
That means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
Like, I was like, wow, like it was just so good. And then I sent him a DM and was like, hey, I love your videos. Like, how do you edit them? And I was like, do you shoot your content yourself? And when he said, yeah, I shoot it myself, I was like, whoa, respect, because I have a camera. I have the intention of doing that, but it's a whole learning thing.
We get you there.
We're going to get me there, hopefully. But I was like, wow, this is amazing. So here we are in Mallorca, and I'm kind of trying to learn from Dominic and kind of pick what, could help me. And I have a kind of creative side in me, but I don't know how to
for sure, yeah.
Get it out of me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, now we're doing a podcast together. So what I want to talk to you about today, obviously you've had your background, like we said, you started off like kind of New York, doing your modeling. You moved to LA as well. You lived there for a year. Now you're back in Germany and you're focusing more on your social media account, getting it to grow. Videos are amazing, like I said. With you, we just want to like pick your brains today about your social media accounts. What accounts do you use? Like what platforms do you use?
Right now, only Instagram.
Is there a reason why?
No, not really. Like it's really time consuming, and I mean, I could post the videos on other platforms, but different platforms always mean like different kind of content.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the content this way, and I'm sticking to Instagram for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, YouTube would be a good option as well.
So would you just
More go.
post the same reels that you're posting on Instagram,
I mean, you can
like on a
post
YouTube
them on
short?
YouTube Shorts, yeah, but
Yeah.
for like general YouTube, I would go more into like vlogs, like more like
Would you?
showing a little bit more besides just like the cinematic video.
So would you even be up for like showing like a vlog of your day, or are you wanting to
Yeah.
vlog?
Yeah, something like that. Like
Oh, that'd be
waking
cool.
up, making breakfast, like hitting the gym, going for a hike or something,
Yeah.
like I always bring like a lot of camera equipment with me.
Yes, we've
The
seen
drone,
some of it.
drone
Yes.
camera, like everything, like different mounts for like every single situation you can think of.
Yeah,
And I think there are a lot of possibilities and a lot of great stuff for good content for platforms like YouTube. Yeah.
absolutely. And I think that you've got it all. He's got all the equipment, like you name it, he's got it. Because I was like, how do you film like your kind of scenes in the car? And you showed me like what it is that you use. It's honestly like full respect to like you can do this, but then to do it like yourself, he's taking it at different angles at the gym. You're doing like content creation days as well. Like this is a full-time thing, and it has to
It
be if you
became like
really
that, yeah.
absolutely like you're living and breathing this. And I think in anything on social media, if you're not really genuinely living it, it's not going to come across authentic. It's not going to be a long duration because you're like, oh, I've got to do this. But if you're really like going to the gym any
Yeah,
morning anyway, so
yeah.
you're just
That
filming
was
it.
actually my quote from yesterday's reel. There are two rules. Rule number one, have fun. Rule number two, always stick to rule number
Yeah,
one. Just love what you do and do what you love. It's, yeah, you gotta have fun. You gotta enjoy it.
absolutely.
And yeah,
So you have a great Instagram following. You want to keep growing and you want to reach like 500,000. That's maybe like a goal for you for like, I don't know, for the next year maybe. Or how long do you think it will take you to get to
you
that?
can't really say that. Like, it can go really fast.
Yeah.
You can get stuck for a while, but when you kind of have the algorithm on your side, you can grow like really, really fast.
Okay.
Like I've seen some people grow like
Yeah, like crazy.
millions
Yeah.
in like a year.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I need. So if you're not following Dominic, we're obviously going to put his Instagram in the description below, and you've got to follow him because it's honestly, if you're into even video editing, into fitness, wanting to get started in it, or even like life in general, it's just such like a motivational thing to say because he
Thank you
also
so
puts
much.
like the quotes on top of the videos as well, like he just said. So how often do you post on your Instagram account?
Daily. I'm trying to stick to daily.
Every day.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. It is
I mean,
especially
it's a lot of work,
Yeah, especially because it takes so long to edit.
Yeah,
But I mean, there are like several people, also Instagram, like telling you what works and what doesn't. And I think the more you do, the better it is because the chances get higher to
got it.
actually like hit a new viral video, you
Yeah,
know? So if you post like twice or three times a week, you have the possibility like three times to go viral. But
yeah,
if you do it 7 or 10 times, you like
it's
double your
more.
chances. You like 10x and whatever,
I
you
think
know.
for me, I like Sundays, like Sunday nights. I also like a Monday night because I feel like people are still, I don't know. I feel like Monday nights people are still like quite on their phone a bit. And then I would say like a Thursday. Those 3 days are like maybe a Saturday morning as well.
Yeah, yeah.
When would you say are like great peak times, like for people that are wanting to grow? What would you advise
I
them?
mean, you can't really say that because every account is different because you have a different following, and
Mm-hmm.
you can check on your insights where your most engagement is of the day, and I will like stick to that hour, like plus minus 2 hours or
Yeah.
something like that, and yeah, just go from there and then just try to push it.
I think the
And
basic the one is like a Sunday night is probably like
yeah,
everyone's.
the thing is, like, of course, you can tell on Friday or Saturday the engagement is lower because people are more like busy. They're like outside visiting friends and whatever. They're not
Mhm.
on their phone. But the thing is, like, even if like the reel or your post doesn't go like viral right away, it can also happen a few days later.
Right.
Like
Got it.
there's a chance that you actually gain from a video which is like posted 2 weeks ago or something.
I get it.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
once the algorithm picks it up,
Yeah.
it can go straight.
So let's talk about hashtags. You use quite a few hashtags. Like you don't use many, do you?
It depends. I'm always trying to see what works and what doesn't, and then implement that what works on the next one.
Yeah.
Because like I just had a talk to Instagram a few weeks ago, and we were talking about hashtags. Like, what's it about hashtags? Like, do you still use them or you don't? And like a lot of people say you don't need them, but at the same time, it's like meta text. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you're actually telling the algorithm because it's not a person. It's some data you give the algorithm to know where to place you.
Got it.
Of course, there are like tons of viral videos without any hashtag,
Yeah.
without any information, because it just worked because of the way how the video was created, because of like a phrase which is like really
Yeah.
polarizing, or something funny what you send to your friends, or what something like this.
Yeah.
But with my content, it's like it's not really personal and it's not teaching something. So it's like really difficult to find your audience because it's a niche and it's special.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to like you said, like trying to give out motivation with like the fitness lifestyle, in a cinematic style, always trying to like do like nice edits.
Well, that you're smashing.
Thank you. But at the same time, I know it's not something you save because you're learning something from it,
Yeah.
and that's something, like if you wanna start your account, you have to think about it. What do you do? Like,
Yeah.
what do you want to show? What do you want to do with your account? Who are you? What do you like? Do what you love, like I said, right?
Yeah.
You gotta find your way, and I would say it's way easier to go viral and grow your account if you're first of all personal,
Mm-hmm.
and second of all teach something.
Yeah.
If you're good at something, teach it. Like if you're a personal trainer, tell the people what to do
Yeah.
to
You
get a
gotta
big
like give
biceps or
something.
whatever,
Yeah.
like
I get that for sure.
like spread out your experience about something where you have a lot of knowledge about.
Yeah. And do you tag, I mean, you're with Gymshark together.
Yeah.
You're not a Gymshark athlete, you're sponsored by them.
Yeah, there are two ways, and I'm sponsored, yeah.
Yeah, so you're sponsored by Gymshark,
Yeah.
which we're so jealous. It's like Gymshark's the best brands. And by the way, Dominic has a discount code, which I used last night.
Thank you so much.
I was like, okay, now I've got a little discount code. So with that, do you tag them on your posts as well? Like, is that something that you always do? You just tag them?
Yeah, because I'm wearing Gymshark stuff all over.
Yeah,
I'm always tagging and saying like what I wear.
yeah,
For example, this one is like brand new collection,
super
so I'm
nice.
trying to tell the people right away so they don't have to ask me what I'm wearing,
Yeah,
so they can
yeah,
order.
you're putting that. So you don't really like talk to the camera. You're
No,
more like
no.
you put it in the description,
Yeah, exactly.
basically. There was something that I didn't even know was a thing, and it was you pointed out the other day. If you go to Instagram, and I think it's in like the settings, is it inspiration or
Yeah,
something?
it's called
Yeah, it's
inspiration.
called inspiration,
Yeah,
which I had no freaking idea
you
that
can scroll
existed.
through like inspiration stuff, which is like I think there are two sections. It's something what you can would be interested
Yeah,
in
for
because of
you,
your
or
likes in
there's
it. Yeah,
like something
exactly.
else. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
You can go to like trending songs. I had no idea about this.
exactly.
And then it was so funny. And my inspiration, his video came up. And then the next morning, because I woke up during the night and I did the big mistake of like grabbing my phone, went on my phone. And then I was like, oh my God, I started looking at songs for reels. And then I was like, it went like inspiration. I was like, there's Dominic's video. That's my inspiration. I was like, okay, cool. I have been known to maybe copy a few of his vibes,
Go
and
for it.
I'll send it to like my editor and
You
be like,
should. Yeah.
okay, Amanda, we need this. And she's like, okay, got it. So yeah, it is. I didn't realize that was a thing. So I think that's also like a great tip. Like if you are kind of stuck and you don't know, like, okay, what's a cool song? What's trending? I didn't even know that was in there. I think it's like settings and then inspiration, and
Yeah.
then it comes up, which
Yeah,
is
I definitely go for trending sounds, but you don't have to do it all the time.
yeah,
Like when I spoke to Instagram, it was like, yeah, it's good to do it, but it doesn't have to be all the time. You can also do your own original audio, like your own stuff, if you do
yeah,
like a voiceover or an explanation or something. But you can also, like, if you do something like this with a voiceover, you can also like put a song below it,
hmm,
so you just do the volume like really low
yeah,
and you
yeah, yeah,
use a
yeah, true, true,
trending
true,
sound to
true.
like be connected to that
I
song,
get that. What type of content like gets engagement for you? Is it like videos, photos? Is it ones where there's writing on top of the videos? What would you say like your content, what really works for you?
Fast stuff. My fast stuff really works.
Right.
It's like
So when
no
it's
one,
like
yeah,
little
no
clips.
one can see anything, but the whole combination, like some like fast stuff, like like
Yeah, it's
clip
just
after
little small
clip, like
clips. Yeah.
yeah,
That's really cool. And I
that
think,
works.
yeah, that is something you kind of have to build up, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because it's also, you do like scenes like driving, eating, gym, change, it's like,
yeah, but you also have to go with the flow, because um stuff changes.
hmm,
And stuff what worked last year probably doesn't this year because people get tired of it because Instagram or like in general social media doesn't only have to be Instagram, also like
hmm,
TikTok and stuff. It became so popular and so many people are posting, so trends are changing, and what worked last year won't work this year because people get tired of it because they see it all over.
yeah,
The
okay.
same with songs, like sounds, trending sounds. At some point, they're
It's over
done,
it. Yeah.
like you don't want to hear it anymore.
When someone comments on your post, do you like comment them back? Do you engage
I'm
with them?
trying to, yeah.
Okay.
I'm really trying to answer like every single question, like
Don't
every
think you've written
DM.
me back on
What?
my
Yeah.
comments. Just FYI. Well, I mean, I think it's something that I do. So basically, if I get 4 comments on a post, if I write back to them, then my post has 8 comments. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm like doubling the amount of comments, and I don't know if that's a good thing
I
but
mean,
I kind of think the more comments and the more
yeah, yeah, for sure.
time there is on a
The
post,
yeah.
then maybe it stays out there
Yeah,
longer, I kind of
it's
think.
definitely more engagement. I think it works. Like, um, it's actually something Instagram said themselves, that you have to, like, you should answer your comments
Yeah.
and your questions and everything. They recommend to wait an hour, to not to disturb like the algorithm. But
Oh my God, it's so technical. Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
I wouldn't really go for like all these like information. Like,
Yeah.
just do what you feel like doing.
Yeah.
You know, like there's no like perfect like
Formula.
formula
Yeah.
to do it the right way. You know,
Yeah.
like there are several ways, and yeah,
We
just
were just before we started filming, we started talking about like hate online. And I asked you, like, do you get hate on your Instagram? And you said no.
thankfully not. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really happy about that.
I don't get hate,
Yeah.
but well, it's funny. I didn't know that you could like hide words or something like this. You can hide. There's like hidden words. I had no idea. And one time, I think it was like 2 years ago, I realized that I had it on, so it meant that I didn't get all these
Oh,
messages.
and at some
And then
point you saw all the
at
hate.
some point,
It's
I turned
like,
it
oh my
off. I was
God.
like, "What's this?" And then there was some stupid comments, and I was like, and I just was like,
It all came
"Oh,
up.
okay, that's interesting." And
Why are
there's
you so mean?
well, no, I don't get like really mean stuff, but this is the type of stuff that I'll get, and I'll just be like, "Don't like, why are you following me then?"
Yeah.
There's this one woman, and I used to just delete. Like, if I see on a DM like it starts off negative, I'll just go delete. I won't even read it. And this one woman, she keeps commenting like negative stuff. So I have kept her DM and I'm saving up her negative shit. And one day I'm going to post it in my story and just like confront her about it. It would just be petty crap. I think like I posted a picture that I like to do my nails like different, and I started posting pictures of my nails because girls were asking me, where'd you get your nails done? Like for example, right now I've got lemons.
Yeah.
So maybe they see me talking and then they're like, what's that on your nails? And then when I started posting them, I had girls posting me, oh, I just got your nails done. You know, like they
Yeah.
would get the same as
Yeah.
me. So I have a little section that says nails. And this woman had the time in her very, very busy schedule to comment like, your nails, they're too long and they're too thick and they're disgusting and I hate looking at them. And it's like, and I was like, is she following me? Because I was like, why are you following me then? So it's just like little petty things like this.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, you're too skinny. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, you know, last year I was like too big for you. Now I'm too
Yeah.
skinny. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
get
I
over it.
mean, it's your life. It's your decision what you do, and I think you
Yeah.
cannot make everyone happy, and that's
Girls are
good. It's a
much
good
more
thing.
richer
Like
though.
everyone has like a different meaning, and opportunities are different. So you do your thing, and other people should do their thing.
I kind of
wouldn't-
think though, if you do get a negative comment though, like keep it, because then people are going to start writing on it and being like, no, you're wrong and leave her alone or
Yeah, and
whatever.
then you
And then
create
it
something,
creates a
and then you go
thing.
viral because of the hate. Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure. I have a friend. He does like teaching stuff in point of personal training. Like he explains like the perfect workout.
Yeah.
Like do 3 days a week, do 4 or 5 days, do this exercise or this or that. You know, and people don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Of course they don't, because they think they know it better,
Yeah.
and whatever, but that's how he grows, you know,
Yeah.
because of the hate. And
He's like, please hate it.
yeah. I mean, hate is not nice, but yeah, you can't change it, and it
I
shouldn't
think
affect you.
you wouldn't really, because you're not like doing talking things and like what, anyways, like what they're gonna say bad about your video.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a small break from Trendy Talk, guys, to let me introduce you to Coco's Deli, a beautiful little deli in the heart of Puerto Portals, Mallorca. This healthy cafe does amazing coffees, lattes. It's there for your breakfast, brunch, and lunches. There to cater for gluten-free and vegan, and of course, that famous matcha latte. See you soon.
Yeah.
Like,
I think like first of all, when it comes to the gym, I don't care about the weight. So I'm
Yeah.
not trying to show my PRs or whatever.
Yeah.
It just has to like look good in the video, and I'm trying to like create a nice edit,
Yeah.
um, and just bring my creative visions into like reality. And it's not about like, oh yeah, I can bench
Yeah.
150 or I can do deadlifts with like 250 or whatever, you know. It's not about that. And I think then if you do stuff like this, oh yeah, my new personal record,
Hmm.
or if you show your body and then people think, oh yeah, you're definitely not natural or whatever, then you give them the opportunity to go negative on it, you
Yeah,
know.
I get that. And regarding like stories and posts, would you say I normally, and I don't know, I think I need to, I don't know if I need to stop doing it. I don't know. But normally in the morning, I will film my workout and I'm doing it for like three reasons. One is a habit because I'm so used to doing it. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't take me like any time. I literally sometimes forget my camera's filming. And I'll be like, oh shit, 10 minutes later, I'm like, oh God, I've just like filmed it. But that's like where you get the best like spontaneous
Yeah.
content where I'm like drinking my
Yeah, it
drink or I'm
looks like more
talking to my
natural. Yeah.
trainer or whatever.
Yeah. You're not trying to act. It's more like how you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then what I will normally do is I'll just cut it easily. Like I'll put it in CapCut or I'll cut it myself in Instagram. I'll either do a voiceover if I really have like the
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
where I'll be like, I don't know, maybe I've just done a glutes workout. So that's like normally girls want to know about a glutes workout. So I'll be like, what's up, ladies? Today I started off my workout doing this. I did 5 sets. I did blah, blah, blah. And I'll do a little voiceover and I'll post it in my stories and I'll use that same story for my TikTok.
Yeah.
So like all my stories are like literally just going onto my TikTok.
That's perfect. Yeah.
But is showing the same thing every day like a no-no? Because it's like people are like, oh, she's at the fucking gym
I mean,
again.
you mean in general or like
In
across like
general,
different platforms?
I would say no, in general. I'm saying like on Instagram stories, if you're showing the same
I mean,
like,
that's your lifestyle. And
yeah.
if someone disagrees, like whatever, you know,
Yeah, I
like
don't think
that's
it's
what
so
you
much
do.
disagreement, but it's about like, is that like a waste of effort? Should we like be trying to switch it up somehow? Or
Mm,
just, you know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
that's your routine and that's your lifestyle, and people who are following you for you,
Yeah.
they're interested in that,
Yeah.
you know. And these people who get tired of it, they're gonna be new ones, you know,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
like
Yeah. It's
it.
true.
There's always like a change in the following. Like a lot of people unfollow because they get tired of it,
Yeah.
and I understand that, especially if you post consistently, you know, like you you cannot do something new like all the time, because like you said, you have your habits, you have your daily routine, and it's the same all over. It's the same with like workouts. Like what do? Push, pull, legs. Like you don't have a lot of like change in your routine, because one day you do push exercises, the other day pull, then legs, and at some point you have it, you know, like you show it again and again because you do it again. But because you do it again, because you're consistent, that's your discipline, and that's why you look like you do, you know.
I think for me, I'm just like kind of worried that I'm wasting my time putting up the same stories every day. Do you know what I mean? Where I'm like, because you hardly put up stories.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of views on your stories? Like when you do you feel like the less stories I put up, the more views I get?
Of course, you get more views if you do only one story. Of course,
Yeah.
like the views go down if you do like story after story after
Yeah.
story, because people get tired.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't care and think about stuff like this too much.
Like
I
too
would
much.
just go whatever you feel like doing, you know.
Yeah. And kind of, I mean, I think for me, it's just like with these stories, I'm it's hard because it's like sometimes I feel like maybe I overshare things that are like not not appropriate, but they don't really like match my account. Do you know what I mean? Like if I'm going on holiday, like I should just be showing like the fitness stuff. Do you know what I mean? And kind of done. But some people do like to see the personal side. You know, they're
Yeah.
like, oh, you know, she's on holiday, she's doing this or whatever, you know? People kind of
I think
like
there are
that.
two sides. So the one side is your post, and your post is in a special niche.
Yeah.
So your algorithm knows what kind of content you post. And this is for like an audience which can come to you, so you grow. So you're trying to grow with your reels and everything, right? Then you have posts, like picture posts, which are, you can go viral with them as well, like especially these days, like posts can go really viral,
Hmm.
and like carousel posts are great because it shows a little more of your like day or
Yeah.
whatever.
So carousel
um
post, for people that don't know, is basically when you post
you can
several
swipe
pictures.
through,
Yeah, you
yeah.
can swipe through pictures in one post,
Yeah.
which you're saying that's a better chance because people spend more
Yeah,
time in your posts.
exactly. They spent more time because they're swiping. They want to see what's next.
Yeah.
But you can go viral with that too. But it's more for your audience. You
Yeah.
know, like the reel. If you go on your insights, checking out a reel from like a few days ago, you can see, okay, I got engagement from whatever 20 or 50. No, when you go on the insights, you can
Mhm.
check, where did my views come from.
Yeah.
So you see non-followers and followers.
Yes.
And most of the time, especially when you go viral, you hit more an audience which is not following you yet.
Yeah.
So this is more for growth.
Right.
And the posts and the stories, they're more like personal stuff. This is for your existing audience. This
Yeah.
is for your followers, you know. And I think getting personal and more like attached to them, or they feel like they get more attached to you
Mhm.
because they get more information. Oh, Lauren is on vacation right now.
Yeah.
She's doing this, she's doing that. You know, I think it's a good
It
thing.
shows like a
It's a
kind
good
of
thing.
that you're human,
Yeah, exactly.
which is kind
Exactly.
of nice.
Yeah.
How did it come about? So basically, you've got two main sponsors, right?
Yeah. ESN and Gymshark.
So ESN, for those that don't know, they're a German-based
Yeah,
supplement
it's a
company.
German
I
supplement.
just took their creatine this
Yeah.
morning, and it's insane. It's so cool because I love that it comes in those little travel sizes.
Yeah.
Very, very, very
Yeah.
handy, especially like
It's
people like
perfect.
us.
Yeah. When
Perfect.
I was traveling to Mallorca, I just took like samples
Amazing.
from whey protein samples, from booster, like pre-workout samples, and the creatine stakes. It's perfect to
Really,
travel.
really love that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you've got Gymshark.
Yeah.
So, how did that come about? Because that is something that is kind of like everyone's dream, like, oh my God, that'd be so cool, you know? Like, how did that come about for you?
It just came at some point. It just happened to be, like, I was posting my stuff, and at some point I started with sponsoring.
How many followers did you have when they started like being showing interest and talking about that?
I actually got sponsoring pretty fast. I think I was around like 20 to 30,000 followers
Really? Oh my God,
when I
that's great.
started getting
Okay.
like the first corporations and everything.
Hmm.
But it's a few years ago.
Right.
So right now, actually no, right now it's the same. Like even like ESN even has people below 5,000,
Yeah.
because they are like really specialized in a niche
Hmm.
and everything. Um, but in general, at some point, I mean, I didn't start with these companies which I have right now as a sponsor. I didn't start with them, but at some point it just came, you know. Um, yeah, they see your videos, they like your stuff. If
Yeah.
you're matching to what they are going for, you know, at some point they just will contact you.
Yeah, super cool. Was I actually had they were both German, so I had this women's best. They did clothing. And then I had this vitamin brand that they actually seen in my stories. I actually personally use them. And I kind of like that because I wouldn't want to sell something that I am like personally using or believing in. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Because I don't know. I feel like I want to try it, and if I'm comfortable in it, then I kind of believe that if a follower buys like the product that you're saying so
Yeah, for
amazing
sure. Yeah.
and it isn't happy, they're
Yeah.
going to lose trust in
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. For
So
sure.
it's really important, I would say, don't take any brand just
Just to
because they're
have a
saying, "Oh, I'm going to
sponsor.
send you
Yeah.
free stuff."
Yeah.
Like, don't just say, "Yeah, oh my God, that's amazing. It's great." Because I would be like, "Okay, that sounds really good. Give me a sample
Yeah.
and we
Exactly.
can talk."
Yeah.
Because in the end, if you're going to start selling products that aren't good or you're not comfortable in the clothes or whatever, it's not authentic.
Exactly.
Like, just
Yeah.
stay
Yeah. You should definitely feel it. And
authentic to that.
yeah.
Funny story about Gymshark. I'm funded half of their company. Um, and I went
Time
to,
to go to the lifting club.
I know, hello,
Mm.
is Ben's the owner, right?
Yeah.
Ben, where is my
Jesus.
ticket, man? Where is my membership to the lifting club? No, I love the brand, and I also kind of love like the story behind it. Like he started it and it was just
Yeah, it's
like,
really inspiring.
it's very inspiring.
Yeah.
It's very cool. So I also love that as well. But I've been known to go to London a couple of times just to go to a Gymshark store, and I love it there. And I literally just like, as soon as I walk in, I'm like, "Hi," and I take like 2 baskets, and I'm like, "We are shop," because for me it's like it is an investment. I'm wearing athletic stuff
Yeah.
every day, and it's like part of my job, you know? And I just feel like I want to feel comfortable. It's kind of like having your school uniform, you know, is find something that you're comfortable in. I'm not like, you know, I like spending money on like really good food, my health, like my health's everything.
Yeah.
And when I was in London and I was filling up my 2 baskets, my mum bought one sports bra, and with her one sports bra, she got invited to some VIP Gymshark suite. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like,
I
whoa,
want to
whoa, whoa.
go there.
I was like, whoa, mum,
Take me.
what's going on here? I
Yeah.
was like, what? She's like, yeah, the women's invited me upstairs. She says it's got air conditioning and she can bring us smoothies and juices. And I'm like, for a sports bra, right? I've just bought the whole shop. I didn't get invited. Jesus Christ. No, it was really nice though. So that's super nice to have that brand as well behind you.
Love them.
And I think with posts, I sometimes get stuck like, okay, do I tag? Like, what do I tag in a post? You know, is it important to like tag? Let's just take, I'm at the gym and I'm wearing Gymshark. Do I tag Gymshark and tag the gym? Or is that just a waste of time?
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
You can do it. I mean, if you tag the gym, I mean, you're involved with your gym anyways,
Yeah.
but I think it's always a good thing to tag what you do or where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking that if, I don't know, you have like more of a chance of kind of being seen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because,
especially with the location tag.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not talking about when you do a post and it says location and you
Yeah.
put like Mallorca.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about posting the gym there. I'm talking about like tagging them in the post.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that it would come up also like indirectly on their page.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't know, maybe someone's like, oh, who's been there? And then clicks like,
Yeah.
and then they say like my
It definitely places you somewhere. And like, for example, with the location tag,
yeah,
if I tag Coco's,
Coco's
right?
Deli.
Coco's, I was just there today.
I know.
So if you tag Coco's,
Yeah,
you don't only show up on Coco's, you also show up on Mallorca. You know,
right.
so you have like several possibilities to show up somewhere.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
With your like content creation process, talk us through like from beginning to end. So your camera, like what camera do you use? You obviously like film, you're working out, you're editing. Like tell us a little bit about what's your content process, like your routine.
Yeah. It's a little mixed up. Like I've heard from a lot of videographers, they do it different. But my way is I'm at the gym shooting my stuff, getting ideas in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
For example, when I shot you, I was like, okay, let's do this, let's do that. Then I walk around and I just like get creative visions, like see things, what I want to like capture with the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the material. Then I have like all the content.
Mm-hmm.
I import it to my computer
Mm-hmm.
and go through everything, and then I just screen it and cut like parts, like interesting parts out of it.
Yeah.
So I have like tons of content
Yeah.
and
How
content
many clips
parts.
would you put in a video normally? Because you've got a lot of clips.
Yeah, it's depending on the length of the sound and of the style of the video. If it's like a really like fast video, like
Mm-hmm.
I said before, with like 1 to 2 frames per like clip,
Yeah,
it's like it's a lot.
that's a lot.
Yeah, I got a lot of storage. I got a lot of portable hard drives,
Mm-hmm.
like terabytes full of stuff.
Do you start off, it can be, are you sometimes like, okay, I want to show my breakfast today? Or do you think first about the song, or do you first have like the vision of the video?
Um, it like that's what I was continuing on that point. So when I have the content, then I go through like, okay, what kind of sounds are trending right now?
Mm-hmm.
What do I like? Or I scroll through sounds and see, okay, I get some ideas of that, or this fits to that, or whatever. Or I hear a song and I'm like, okay, I need to shoot a scene like this
Right.
because I
Got
need
it.
it for that.
Yeah.
So there are two ways,
Yeah.
two different kinds. Sometimes I'm seeing something or hearing something, and I'm like, okay, I have to get out, film this and that, and use it for certain parts. The other way is like I just did yesterday with the video. I filmed all the content, then I had it there, and then I was looking for a sound which was good for that kind of
Yeah.
content.
That was the
And
Drake one.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That was
Yeah,
such a cool video. I
yeah.
love that
Thank you.
one. Very cool.
Yeah,
I mean, sometimes I'm the same. Like, I will see a video or I will first like visualize it and be like, oh, I need to shoot this. Like, for example, I've got my own matcha brand of matcha latte. And I was just sitting eating and I was like, oh my God, I need a video where I get brought from different cafes in Mallorca matcha lattes and they're all in the same like glass and I need to taste test them. And in one of those glasses will be my blend and my mix. And let's see if I get it.
oh, and you have to
Yeah.
guess which one would.
And
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
give like my rating of each
Oh,
matcha.
nice.
So while I was in LA, we kind of did a video like this where we went to different places and I would rate the matchas. So I was like, I need to do that here in Mallorca.
Yeah,
So then I called up Amanda, my videographer, and I was like, hey, I need
that's
someone.
such a cool idea. I like that.
Yeah, I was like, I need somebody to go like in the coffee shops and I need to like, all right, I need to get somebody to film that
Yeah,
person,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Because it's like I can't go into the coffee shops because then I'm gonna know
yeah,
which
yeah,
one's
yeah.
which. So sometimes I get like a vision like that, or I don't know, when I went to LA, I heard this, I think it was like Nicki Minaj song, and I was like, this is the vision for LA. And it was the one with like Santa Monica and the
Yeah,
drone.
well, I
And I
love that
just knew
one.
it. I was like, that's what I want.
So cool, yeah.
And it's so funny, every like, because I do my bikini fitness competitions, but every competition that I do, on the running up of the competition, I like to listen to like the one song over and over again and I like visualize like the whole process like and in the end I'm going to use this song for the final video.
Yeah,
So I've already said to Amanda like I know the video, I know the song, I want to show like the hard work before and then when like the beat kicks in the song it's like me walking on stage. So
nice.
it's like you see the hard work and everything that's went in before
Yeah,
and then it's like for that moment, you know.
yeah.
So I
Or you
think
holding the trophy.
hopefully, I mean, that would be very nice. I've got a question here. So it's like, what's your approach to growing your following organically, paid ads, or like a mix of both? So if people like boost their posts, like, do you think boosting posts is a good idea?
I've never tried it. I don't know. Try to grow organically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there are so many possibilities, and yeah, just be consistent and try it.
I think
And
that I was talking about this to a girl that helps me. She's like my right hand woman. Shout out to Izzy. And Izzy and I were talking about this, and she was like, I don't see the point in somebody boosting a post of them sitting on a beach club on holiday. Like, what's there to follow? Like,
yeah,
why follow that?
yeah,
And I think that if there's a brand, like for example, my matcha brand, then I would say boost the
that's
post because
different
you're
because you want to
selling a
sell something.
product,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah,
Um, but I think there's quite a lot of people out there that think that, oh, having a flash car in the background, that's going to get you follows, that's going to get you likes. And sometimes I think it's the opposite because I just feel like, I don't know.
the personal attachment that works. That's
Yeah, it's like just be
being
real.
authentic. Yeah,
I grew mostly on Instagram when I remember where I was sat down and I started talking about my anxiety and I
yeah,
started getting really emotional. You could see like the tears in my eyes
yeah.
and I was not in a good way. Like I was a disaster. And that was like so fucking powerful. And I don't know why I sat down to share it. I just thought, I don't know. I don't know if I thought maybe I'll help somebody or maybe I've got to explain myself or
You
I don't know.
definitely do help someone because there are a lot of people sharing this pain, you know,
Yeah.
and if they see stuff like this, they feel attached to it,
Yeah.
and they see you as a strong person who's going through something similar,
Yeah.
you know, so they're like really engaging with it because it's like, oh yeah, I'm not the only person
I
fighting
think
with something like this, you know.
that exactly. I think that's a huge way to grow on your social media platform is definitely be authentic. When you try to pretend that everything's perfect and everything's pink and flowery, it's not going to work. It's the moment that you are super real with yourself. And there is some fitness girls that I follow and they're like, okay, it's 9 a.m. and I've just meditated and I've taken my ice bath and I've written in my journal and I baked brownies and they're gluten-free and they're vegan. And you're like, piss off. Like, seriously, like, no, you haven't. You know, like, this be real, girl. Like, you know what I mean? And it can like irritate you. And it can also make you feel down about yourself.
Yeah,
Where you're like, well, it's 9 a.m. and I've just woke up,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So, but what would make those girls even more realer if they would just sit down one day and be like, I've had a really shit day. I've, I don't know, I've came off my nutrition plan.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the gym in a week.
Yeah.
I've
That's how
whatever.
it how like everyone
You have
has
to
like bad
connect.
times sometimes, you know,
Yes,
like not everything is perfect, and it's normal for everyone to have like difficult times, problems, a pimple, a
exactly.
bad day,
Absolutely.
whatever, you know, like
I remember I had like, I don't know what it was. I kept having these bits of hair that kept coming out. And I just went on. I was like, we're calling her Susan. Okay. Susan's not leaving. Susan's not leaving.
Susan-
Don't know what to do, but she's not leaving. And you know, girls were commenting like, "Oh, you should use this product. Oh my god, this is so
Yeah,
funny."
it's funny.
Even
Yeah.
girls saying, "Oh, Susan's not here today. She's gone." You know, it's like more of a fun
Yeah.
vibe. So
Yeah.
yeah. So basically, Dominic's been here in Mallorca for only 2 days, right?
Yeah, a couple of
Yeah,
days, yeah.
couple of
Yeah.
days. We went on a little hike yesterday, which was fun
Yeah.
because you bought a drone.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was, I had to fly the drone. And it was a
Yeah.
teamwork situation.
Yeah,
It was a teamwork.
we needed to film this situation
The
because it was
making
really
of.
nice. Yeah, we should. It's too bad that the drone doesn't have audio
Oh
because
shit, it
our
does.
conversation was really funny on
Oh shit.
that. So,
We have to. Well, today we're going to go for another hike. Maybe
yeah.
we should just like tripod up a camera and then I would post that shit because it's so funny.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was really
basically
funny.
like, first of all, we had to set up the bloody drone. We had like no internet, but then I was like, okay, join my
Yeah, because I just
hotspot.
bought it.
Yeah.
I didn't register on it and stuff like this. I mean, I've had different drones before, but this one was like brand new.
Yeah.
So I had to set it up, and I didn't do it before, and the connection up there
Yeah.
on the mountain, on the hill
Wasn't good.
was really bad. Yeah.
And then when we finally got it up in the air, I was like, okay, I've got to like fly this thing. So Dominic set it up and he was like, you just have to push that button. Like, that's
Just
it.
go straight forward.
Just
Yeah.
straight forward and push. And I was like, no problem, I've got this. And then he was
It was
running.
a nice view.
It was
Like,
a nice view. It
yeah.
was cool. And then he was running and I was like, okay, like, just don't go. I was like, oh, you're going too fast. Wait, okay, slow down.
Run faster.
And then, yeah. And then I was looking at the screen and then I was like, oh shit, I need to look up because what if I'm going to hit something? And then I was like, oh, this is getting tricky, you know? So respect to drone flyers. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, it landed fine.
These FPV
I know,
pilots,
with the
they're
goggles.
crazy. Yeah, they're crazy. They're going so fast and they dive in and
Crazy,
it's
yeah.
really, really crazy.
Well,
yeah.
I had a videographer that had one of them. He didn't know how to fly it very good. It was from a friend of his. But you can get really dizzy
Yeah.
when you've got them on.
Yeah.
It's basically these goggles that you have on and you see what the drone sees or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
But then how do you not crash it? Or you just have to...
I mean, they definitely crash it a lot.
Yeah.
But you just
But
have to learn it because
can
they're
make you
going
feel
really
dizzy.
fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy.
Well, and
I've seen
also
some crazy videos with it. It looks
I know,
really cool. I
it's-
love it.
don't be getting that right now. Just stick with it. I'm not flying that yet, right? Just stick with the normal little drone that we've got just now.
I'll
And
give you
then-
some goggles later.
Exactly. You've like
Standing
stick
there.
these on and just try that on, Lauren. Well, I'm excited because I kind of feel quite honored that I got to be filmed by Dominic and maybe we can edit a little video. We did some filming yesterday in Megasport and we did some today at Coco's, my healthy cafe. And yeah, now we're going to go on a nice hike and get some stuff there. But I'm really hoping that in the future you guys can also maybe edit like him and get some inspo for his videos because they're really cool. And for me, honestly, like it's something that I really want to learn. Like I've got the camera. I just need to, it is a time thing as well, but I do feel like in winter, I definitely want to even like take a course or something and just because sometimes I have a vision, but when I tell the videographer, they don't get it. And it's like, no, I just want like this and this. And I also think it'd be a cool thing to do as well,
Yeah.
like to have that creativity.
Yeah, we should get you there. I mean, to be honest, I'm not a professional. Like, if some professional photographer or whatever is talking about some numbers, like what are your settings and whatever,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I can answer some things, but
Yeah.
most of it was just like learning by doing and
You're
just
like, they're the
trying.
Dominic Percy settings, okay?
It's-
That's it.
It's like, just try it, like just take your camera, like spend time with it, look through it, look what you want to get and then try it out.
And I
Like,
think it's not going to be perfect. Like
never ever. And
it's not going to be perfect. So just,
and that's fine because nothing is perfect, like you can't do it perfect and don't waste time with like trying to make something perfect because it's a few second video.
yeah.
It's gonna be gone,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your tips. And I'm really looking forward to people following you and seeing your whole journey, which is super exciting. And
Yeah,
thanks
thank
for
you so much for having me.
Thanks for trusting me with your drone.
Always.
And for you guys, thanks a lot for watching. We hope this inspired you in some way. I'm obviously going to leave everything about Dominic in the comments below. And yeah, stay trendy, guys, and see you at the next one.
Bye.
Bye.